All right, now we're live, and hopefully in landscape mode, because I don't understand why that's such an issue. It says rotate phone, I do it, and it doesn't do it, so. And you see my ugly mug. Yay, we're in landscape, look at that. Okay, so sorry about that, technical difficulty. Hopefully you come back to the chat, and we'll get started here in a minute. In the meantime, let's get some knives out for your viewing pleasure while you're waiting. These are just a few. Sorry, that door shutting was loud. There was a couple knives I wanted to grab, so we're gonna get into it. There you go. What's up, Jerry? Way to go, says Primal Foo. What's up, Logan? Logan, did you buy that that DLT trading carbon fiber Griptilian on Facebook? I saw you about that. No, I'm not gonna burn my Benchmates. Oh, kidding me right now, Logan? Oh, bad timing on that Wilson Combat. And congrats on that Griptilian. I've been wanting to check one of those out for a while. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think it's an iPhone thing with going landscape. It doesn't... yeah, I know all about the Benchmade thing, Alaska Ballistics. They're... yeah, I'm not going to get into that discussion tonight. I haven't bought any new Benchmates since then, so let's just put it that way. But I'm not going to burn the ones I have. That would be absolutely silly because that's a lot of money. That sucks about that Wilson Combat, Logan. I'm not actually in a position to buy it, so that sucks. That's actually why I am doing a sale tonight on this, also on the stream. A lot of stuff, ton of stuff. So I won't do the sale until we get more people here, but for now, we'll just check out these knives that are on the table. And one of the topics of discussion I want to talk about with tonight is, well, we'll talk about, it's more about these four, because these are actually ones I own. These two, we'll talk about these two first. So these guys, this is the Buck Marksman Spitfire from SK Blades. It's orange G10 with S35 steel, and it's got like a black wash finish on the blade. This is in for the knife pass around, the Apex pass around with Barta. So I have a video already filmed. It'll be coming up soon. The Marksman's not one of those knives I can just get behind, and it's a different locking mechanism, which is fun and cool. But there's just detent issues. Both the ones I've had another one of these, and they had detent issues where you could literally just shake the knife out. See, there it is. I did it. It's like a downward motion. If you were to like downward motion, look how it just opened. That's just a flaw to me. I don't think a knife should be able to do that. It should have a stronger detent. You can adjust these screws, but on the other Marksman I had, I tried doing that and it still didn't fix it. So I just think it's something with the lock. So you know, I doubt it would open in your pocket or anything, but I just don't like that it doesn't have a very strong detent. So other than that, it's a cool knife. It's got a nice action. I mean, it totally completely drops shut. You can open it with a thumb hole and the middle finger flick. Got the nice Boss heat treat on the steel. So it should be a good performing knife if you can get past that detent issue. I've never been able to, though. That's the second one. I decided to try it out again. I jumped in on the pass round for it. And yeah, so the other one here is a beautiful knife by We Knives. This is the Bishop. Named by Zelric. If you guys aren't subscribed to Zell's channel, go check him out. He actually, designed the Wii Roxy, and I believe he works for Wii in some way or another. But he's also a part of the pass around group I'm in, and he actually named this knife. Yeah, Jerry, I just can't. This is the second one, or maybe even third I've had, and they've all been able to just look at that. I mean, that's like no wrist at all. I don't know. Just it's a kind of a cool design, but I just don't think this lock is I don't know. It's something. It's innovative and cool, and that's how, you know, Gavin and the Hawk brother or Hawk father and son combination are. But anyway, Wee Bishop. This thing is fantastic. I've got to go yell at my children for being super loud because I'm streaming right now, and they should know that, right? Yeah, they do know that. They just forget. So the Bishop is a fantastic knife. This is one that I've been really interested in, and this was also part of the pass around. So this one's the bronze bolster with the carbon fiber, and it's fantastic. Every time I get a Wii or a Civivi knife in my hand, I'm just like blown away by the quality they're doing, and especially for the money. I mean, this is M390. It's just great size, great freaking just awesome ergonomics. Just a fantastic blade. So I'll have a video coming soon on this one as well. This just came in, so I want to spend some time with it before I do a video, carry it and stuff. But that's a great one from Wee Knives. So those are two on the pass around. The video on the Marksman should be live in the next couple days, and then this one will be live probably in a week or so. And I got some new scales on my smock. RC Blade Works. He also did this scale. He does really good micarta work, guys. If you want micarta scales for hinderers, Spydercos is pretty much all he does. Show the scales. I will. He does really good micarta work. He did this hinderer scale for me, and these are burgundy micarta, so they kind of have like a reddish, purplish, you know, burgundy look to it. They are beautiful. Really, really nice micarta. He oiled them for me a little bit to make them a little darker. They were a little too light at first for me, so let me see. There's like a delay between the iPad, and so I'm trying to like center this perfectly, but they're beautiful scales. I also removed the secondary detent on this knife, so you can actually use the button lock now to open the knife. Before you really couldn't. And there's two detents essentially. It's just actually like a free floating detent ball. It's really weird, and it fell out randomly when I was putting these scales on. And I'm like, oh, there's the second detent. So I left it out, and it's like crazy smooth now. And you can use the button lock to open the knife. But it won't like shake out or anything crazy, you know. I mean, you'd have to give it really good risk, but it won't open up without the second detent. So I think Spyderco just did it as a safety precaution, maybe. I'm not sure, because, you know, you can use the button lock now to open it. So you just got the button lock opening method, the Spidey hole, the middle finger flick, and of course the flipper. But now it's just even smoother. So I really, really dig the smock. Realized I only did like a first impressions video, and I haven't done a full review, and I probably will now that I've got the scales, the new scales on there. But loving the smock, loving those scales too. I don't mind the composite G10, I don't know why I said composite, the carbon fiber G10 thing that Spyderco does. I don't mind them, they have good traction, but they almost just seem kind of cheap, like they should be real carbon fiber, so I've never been a big fan of them. So I was stoked when RC Blade Works on Instagram was starting to do scales for the smock, so it was actually really hard to decide what color micarta I wanted. But yeah, like I said, he did this black micarta on the hinderer. So if you're interested in a hinderer scale or even a smock scale or other pair of threes, pair of twos, he does all kinds of stuff. Check him out. Really, really high quality stuff. Love the way the micarta wears. I absolutely love micarta. It's one of my favorites. So one of the topics of discussion I want to have tonight on the chat, and I'm going to wait a little bit to do the sale. Like I said, there's a lot of items until we get a few more viewers. But one of the topics I wanted to talk about was modifying knives. You know, is it worth it to put money into these knives? You know, adding aftermarket scales. I mean, we'll put these two aside for now. Where is the question? There you go. You know, is it all of these four knives here have aftermarket scales on them? The titanium scales from Rock Scale Designs on the 940, which what's up, Zach? Which is awesome. These are fantastic. The Rock Scale Designs for the 940 are some of the best aftermarket scales I've ever seen, and I absolutely freaking love this. I've always loved the 940, and this 940 was the one that had the red C-Tech and the black G10. And I love that knife, but I'm telling you, since I added the scales to it, holy cow. and the red barrel spacers were part of that knife, as well as the thumb studs. It's turned this 940 into even just one of my favorite all-time knives. I'm rocking the bug out deep carry clip on there just for now. I haven't tried it yet, and I'm just giving it a whirl. I get sucked in every once in a while. Yeah, you do. That's what she said. So I'm trying this shorter clip on the 940. And I've got it on this this is a Ritter grip, so they don't make these anymore. An M390 steel. In fact, I just used this tonight when I was on the barbecue, so it's kind of dirty, sorry. It's got my son's initials on it. This one will stay with me, so don't ask to buy this because it's not going to be for sale. But Flytanium carbon fiber scales that just came out recently for the mini grips. And they also have titanium barrel spacers that come with the grips, or the scales, which is really cool. So I bought these probably a couple months ago, or maybe a month ago. I'm kind of disappointed, though, in the quality of the scales. They have some voids in the carbon fiber, like kind of a lot of voids in the carbon fiber. So I'm kind of irritated by that. But the standoffs are really nice, and I really love the mini grip with the scales. It feels great. So I just, grin and bear it and use it. So it's a pretty commonly carried and used knife by me. Yeah, it sucks they discontinued the mini Ritters, Logan. I've actually loved these knives. They're so there's a little story behind this knife. I actually gave this knife to my son. I'm gonna clean it real quick. It's bugging me. This is my son's first real knife. I gave him a buck. Oh, I can't remember what model it was. Back in the day when Knife Ship Free was doing those nice for kid things. I gave him that buck, and that's got his name on it. But this was his first real folder. And I bought it from KnifeWorks before they got discontinued. And KnifeWorks will do initials and stuff for, I think it's free, or maybe it's a small cost. And so I bought this, and then I put some Putnam scales on it, which I actually just sold, and because I got these Flytanium ones. But he took this to scout camp, and he already rolled the edge right here, chipped the edge. I was like, all right, you're not quite ready for a nicer knife. So he's still got a couple Kershaws and that buck and stuff, but I've just been using this and EDCing it. Bob, I don't 9 p.m. I've never started that late. Oh, you might be Eastern time zone. I started earlier today because Slicey Dicey was not doing his stream. So yeah, if you're on Eastern time, then it's what, 8:39, 8:40. So sorry about that. I always try to let you guys know when the stream's gonna be. If you go to my on the community page on Facebook, and I believe it just posts in your stream as long as you have. Yeah, he's watching WrestleMania. That's just funny to me. But I used to watch WrestleMania back in the day. Anyway, sidetracked. But yeah, I try to notify the time every week. It should pull up on that feed. So if you're subscribed and you have the notifications on, you should see the time. So, and it, yeah, Logan, I know. A lot of Zach's on the east or west coast, Oregon, so he's Pacific time. So, but anyway, we were talking about aftermarket scales and is it worth it? And I think if you love the knife enough, then it's totally worth it. I mean, you're really never going to get the value out. If I were to try to sell these knives with these scales, especially these 940 scales that are pretty pricey, I wouldn't get my money back really. I'd probably lose some on it, but I think it's worth it if you absolutely love the knife. Then it's totally worth putting scales on it. So I wouldn't, I've had this knife since 2017. I've had this knife since, I don't even know, it's been probably longer. I don't remember how long ago the Ritter grips were discontinued, but I've had that one even longer. These two are kind of new knives to me, but this one's pretty rare. Non-flipper 3-inch slicer from Hinderer. He hasn't done any non-flipper 3 inches for a lot of years, and I'm hoping he does more. This is a Gen 2. It's on the Teflon washers. I wish it was on the tri-away and stuff. And I did add a different clip as well, because the clip that came with these was different than the typical Hinderer clips. It wasn't as ergonomic. It was weird. But, it was worth it. This wasn't very expensive. When you're buying just one little scale, I think it was $40 for that scale or something. It wasn't bad. These were $85 for the smock, or 80 or $85. That's a really good deal, I think, because you're getting really nicely done scales. I think they're CNC machined, and you know, that's not bad. You know, $85. But you get into these were like 100, I think. These were over 100. So yeah, I saw that Spidey Chef Daddy EDC. Yeah, I love these little. Like I said, there's some imperfections in this carbon fiber. It's got some voids, and for what they're charging, it really shouldn't. But you know, I don't know if you guys knew that Flytanium is actually like related to the company's part of Blade HQ in some way or shape or form. So they're actually a local Utah company as well as Blade HQ is. So a little disappointed for the quality on this one for the price. These, however, are freaking amazing for the money. So if you always wanted a titanium 940, and you know, they made them years ago, Benchmade did, and they've been discontinued for a long time, and they go for like a stupid amount of money on eBay. So if you want one, that's totally the way to go. But it has to be 940-2 or 940-1. It doesn't work with the original 940 because it needs barrel spacers to use these scales, and the original 940s and 943s don't have barrel spacers. So, but yeah, definitely get the tie. The tie is awesome. I wanted to keep the Ritter lightweight, so I didn't want to grab titanium on a carbon fiber for that. Bob, have you ever had or held a Southern Grind Spider Monkey? Yes, I have. I've done a review on that. If you search in my channel, you'll find a video on the Spider Monkey and carbon fiber. I actually EDC'd that knife for quite a long time. I also had the copper one for a long time. That one, that's Going Gear exclusive. But yeah, Southern Grind makes good knives, and I definitely recommend the Spider Monkey. It's a good size knife, and it's definitely high quality for the money. You don't have anything to worry about there. So, but yeah, that's kind of one thing I was talking about. You know, guys, do you guys feel it's worth it? You know, Zach, I don't know. I just barely switched the clip over to the bug out clip. Like, I don't think I've carried it since I put it over that. You know what's funny is I actually put the Benchmade deep carry clip on the bug out because of Logan actually gave me the idea, because he was saying he didn't love the bug out clip, and so I tried the regular deep carry clip from Benchmade on it, and I actually prefer it on my bug out, especially I think it's the FRN, because I just kept their FRN scales on there. Well, I obviously had a titanium at one point and carbon fiber, but I like the longer clip on the bug out, funny enough, because it just doesn't snag as easy on. It's easier to get in out of the pocket. So, all right, Zach was the first one that got that picture. Yeah, I should have known. Zach's like the resident Benchmade expert. He loves them Benchmades up there in Oregon City. But yeah, I'm gonna try this 940 clip on the Mini, and you know, this one's the one that came on my bug out with the you know, the Ranger green scales and like that gray. It's kind of got that gray nitride finish, and I thought it went really well with these scales. I have, if you notice, the clip on this Mini Ritter is actually just black, and this one is more gray. So I think this is from the original bug out, and that's from they did a little bit different finish on the bug out clip for the I don't remember the model number of the bug out. You guys can tell me that, I'm sure. But it matches the blade and stuff on it, so I thought it went pretty well. So I've got like a plethora of these Benchmade clips hanging around. 535, thank you. So it's the gray 535 GRY, I think. Is that what it's called? Is the model number. But it I've got a bunch of these Benchmade clips just laying around, and then they, you know, used to be able to get them for free. Now they're charging like $5, but I think it's totally worth it, because I honestly feel like the Benchmade deep carry clip is the best deep carry clip. Like I tried the Lynch Benchmade clip, didn't love it. I really didn't. It kind of created a hot spot for me. The Lynch Spyderco clip is amazing, but Benchmade actually, for being a factory clip, I think makes the best deep carry clips. Really, I can't think of another one that's better. That's just, you know, off the top of my head anyway. All right, guys. So I don't have a ton else to talk about. I just kind of wanted to show these scales that I got. I think if you really love a knife and you're gonna keep it, it's definitely worth, you know, getting some aftermarket scales for it. Because especially like after a while, like I'd had that Benchmade with the 940 1701 with the C-Tech on there for so long, like 2 years. ZT does have a good deep carry clip, you're right. I still think that Benchmade's better though, honestly. But I had it for like 2+ years, I think now, since 2017, and it was nice to be able to change it up. It's like getting a whole new knife. You know, I don't remember how much the scales were. They were over $100, but it totally changed the knife for me. And it was like, oh, I just got a new knife, and really it's, you know, the same knife as it was before, but just different scales. So it kind of helps rejuvenate, you know, your honeymoon phase with knives, I guess you'd say, if you know, get some new scales on it. So yeah. Anyways, well, let's get into the stuff that's for sale. This is going to be a lot of stuff, guys. There's knives, flashlights, wallets, all kinds of EDC stuff. Some fixed blades. Just I need to like clear out space, and I need to raise some funds. I did a video recently of like kind of a family emergency I had. I'm not going to go into details or anything, but everything's fine. I'm just going to need some extra funds for the next little while. That's it. So nothing to worry about. But let's go ahead and we'll start with the folders, I guess. I found this knife. It's been sitting around. It's the QSP Shark. I think that's what it's called, 440C. It's a budget folder. If anyone buys one of the knives, I'll give that for free. So the first person to buy a knife gets that for free. So, so the 3 knives folders I've got for sale, which I hate that I'm selling this one especially, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? I've got the Artisian Cutlery Archaeo. This is the small version. It's got carbon fiber inlays that are really, really well done. Black coated titanium, M390 blade. The blade just has some smudges. It's not like scratched or anything. It kind of looks like it is though. It's got just some smudges on it. Regular, just kind of not really a deep carry pocket clip on there. But M390 blade still on bearings. Really nice knife. Pretty smooth action. Nice flipping action. Nice detent. These are like $230. These are like $230. With White Mountain knives, with my discount code, it would probably be like $185, $190. I'm gonna do $170 for this guy. It's a stupid price, but I need to move it. So $170 for the Artesian Cutlery Small Archaeo M390. $170 to your door. The Zero Tolerance 0900. This is a discontinued knife. Can't get these anymore. And I really have held it for a long time. I've had this knife forever. And it's definitely a user. I'm going to be the first to tell you. I've sharpened it, and the bevel's a little wider than I'd want it to be. This is when I was kind of learning on the wicked edge. It's crazy sharp, though, and it's got a really high polished edge, but it's a little wider on the bevel. And then there is some scratches right here on the blade. But other than that, it functions perfect. It's perfectly centered, nice snappy action that you'd expect from ZT. This is a discontinued knife, and I'm going to sell it for $120. They were way more than that when they were new. I'm selling it because that's been sharpened, and because it's not my best sharpening job, and because of those scratches on the blade. But it's wicked sharp though, so I am selling the ZT Logan. I am $120 for that 0900. What's up, Stassa? The Baby Machine. I love this knife. I really don't want to do this, and this is one that like I'm still really torn on, so I may change my mind. So unless someone buys it right away, I might change my mind. But the Baby Machine is so smooth. This one's been carried and used, but it still has the factory edge, and I would say it's in like really, really good shape. Like, you know, I can't find any kind of imperfection in the handles, like any like real snail trails or anything. This finish that they did on this knife, it may show a few light scratches. It's just because it's been carried a lot, but it really is in excellent condition. Like I've been looking it over, and I'm like, I can't really see anything that's glaringly obvious as far as condition of, you know, what. Maybe there's like a little hair scratch right there on the clip. But, you know, just, oh, and right there, a little wear right there. You barely see it. I mean, I'm telling you, you could pass this off as new. It's that good, that good a condition. 100 or 270 for the Baby Machine. They go for 320 brand new, and that's a $50 discount. That's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. So those are the high-end folders I'm selling. Those three. This is obviously going to go live after it goes, or not live, but it's just going to be on the channel. So if you want to come back to it, you can. So those are the high-end folders I'm selling. Let's do the fixed blade. There's a couple actually. I've got this Kizer GTI Bushcraft knife. This one has seen some use. The coating is wearing off in quite a few places. It's not a very good coating, just as a heads up. But you could strip it really easily and have yourself a nice blade. The blade's still got its factory edge. It's still sharp. It's 1095 steel, G10 handle scales. But you can see that it's just wearing off from just use. The sheath is actually super nice. It's a really nice Kydex. It's got great retention. It's got a fire steel loop here, and it's got a belt loop there on the back. And it's a freaking really, it's actually a nice little knife. 50 bucks out the door for that one. See you, Logan. Have a good night. Farson blades, no, excuse me, Fremont blades. Farson blade. This is a weird knife, guys. This came in a battle box, so it's a Farson blade. I don't know if you know anything about Farson blades. It's kind of a cool story behind it, and it relates to Farson, Wyoming, and I've actually been there a few times. There's nothing there, but kind of an interesting little fixed blade. Came in a battle box. They go for like 50 bucks, which is kind of surprising. Fremont knives. I'm gonna sell it for where is it? I wrote it down. 20 bucks. 20 bucks for the Farson blade. Comes with a sheath. The next thing is also kind of a weird item, so we're just going to go on with it. It's the Lord & Field wood carving kit. Also came in a battle box. And it's a set of wood carving tools. So it comes in this cool little canvas wrap here, like knife roll. And you get a bunch of carving knives if you're into wood carving. Is there one missing? No, I think it only came with 3. Unless one of them fell out somewhere. I haven't used these before. So you've got a hook knife. So it's a wood carving kit. I don't really know much about wood carving. I don't do any wood carving or anything. So, but you got 3 carving knives. I thought there was 4. Like there was something supposed to be here, but there's nothing there. So that's weird. And if there is, I'll look for it and find it and put it in the bag. But if you want a wood carving kit, I've got one, because I'm going to have 0 use for this thing. I'll like never use it. I don't sit out and just carve wood for hours at a time. Sounds kind of relaxing. I wouldn't mind doing it, but don't have time to do that. So wood carving kit is 15 bucks. Okay, we're going to get into some other EDC items that are not blades. Some flashlights, some wallets. Oh, by the way, if you guys want to buy anything, then just reach out to me. Email is wtylerhansen, that's an E-N, H-A-N-S-E-N, @gmail.com. That's my email. I'll put it in the description, but I can't really edit it right now because we're live. Or you could just put something in the chat and we'll get in touch with each other. That's fine too. So, alright, so we've got the Lord & Field field notes. This is a really nice leather notebook. It's got some generic field notes in there right now, but it does work with a regular field notes. I tried one. And you've got some business card holders here. I mean, you can use this as a wallet, whatever. Pretty nice leather, nice and soft, really supple leather. So it's a field notes cover, basically a little fancy leather notebook, essentially. And that one is 15 bucks. So you can see I'm just selling a bunch of random stuff that I just need to get moved because it's just like in my way, essentially. All right, this one ought to go fast, I think. What's up, Peter? This one is the Das Offenmeere Leather Company gun deck. This is the original gun deck. Like, this is like OG. Had it for years. I use the gun deck quick draw now, and this one just kind of sits. So I thought maybe someone would enjoy it, so I'm gonna sell it. It's the original gun deck from Das Offenmeere. It's got really nice patina going on, super soft, really high quality leather. Just a fantastic minimalist wallet. It's still my favorite style of wallet. Tried so many, and I just keep going back to the Das Offenmeere leather wallets. So that one's going to be 30 bucks for that wallet. That's a really nice leather wallet. If you're not familiar with that offenmeere, you should be. I've done a few videos on his stuff, so I would imagine you would. Next one is the Schiwerks. It's a Schiwerks holster company, and it's a little Kydex wallet here. It's got, so it's like the Hellbent style, you know, Kydex wallet, but what's really cool, it's got an integrated money clip built into the wallet, so you can carry your cards here and your cash here. So it's really thin, made out of like a carbon fiber looking Kydex, like a holster material, and 15 bucks for that. These are, I think, $30 on their website, so 15 bucks for that if you're interested. And then I've got another wallet from MIE Productions. They guys do a lot of holsters for me and stuff. This is one of their minimalist style wallets, carbon fiber, Kydex. Doesn't have the belt clip. It's just a card holder, and 10 bucks for that if you want it. If you want to buy multiple things, let me know and I'll just do a deal for you guys. So, all right, next up we've got some flashlights. You guys ready for some flashlights? Who likes flashlights? Let's start with the, where is it? Oh, it fell over. We'll start with it last because it fell over. Through Night Archer 1A V3. Nice little EDC light. I think it has a 14500 in it, but that will not be included. Yeah, so the 14500 is not included, but it'll take a 14500 or a AA light. It's a Through Night Archer 1A V3. It's 200 lumens with a regular AA. I think with a 14500 it bumps it up quite a bit more. But this is, I'm gonna sell that for 15 bucks. If you're in the market for an EDC flashlight, that's a good one. Let's do another EDC flashlight, the Folomov EDC4. This is actually a pretty cool light. It's an 18650 light. It's really small, and it's actually quite bright. I think it's about 900 to 1,000 lumens, and it's got 3 modes. I think you can do strobe. I'm not going to strobe for the sake of the video, but it's also a power bank, so you can charge your phone with this thing. So you can utilize the 18650 battery. So it comes with like a little USB cable, and you just plug that into your phone, or you can just, you know, oh, it's got like a, it's like an adapter, that's right. It's got like a little micro USB adapter, then you can plug your iPhone charger or whatever into it. So you can actually use this as a flashlight and as a power bank. So pretty cool little guy there. That is going to be 20 bucks, so really cheap. The Sofren C8F, 3500 lumens. This thing's a beast. Like, it's so bright. It's got, oh yeah, that's right. It's got multiple modes. It's got a tail switch and then the front switch. Gets up to 3500 lumens. It's got 3 LEDs. Comes with a battery and a charger. And it's a bigger battery. It's a newer battery. It's a 21700, I think it's what it's called. Let's see. It's a little bit bigger than 18650. 21700 battery, rechargeable, 4000 milliamp. Thing is a beast of a light, dude. It's a beast. I have a review on it. 30 bucks for that. That comes with the charger and the battery. The Folomov also comes with the battery. The Manker MC11. This is a fantastic light. Really neutral light. It's kind of hard to see with these overhead lights I've got on. 18650 deep carry clip tail switch. Has monetary on. It's one of the smaller tail switch 18650s out there, and it's really high quality, and it gets over 1200, 1300 lumens. I think it's 1300 lumens on this one. 25 bucks for that. Battery will be included in that as well. And last is the Wowtac Black Scout Survival version 3. It's got the strike bezel on it. It has the button up top that goes strobe warning, goes into strobe, or you have monetary on there with the tail switch there. There is no forward switch, so it has the 2 switches here, here, and here. And it's got a strike bezel for self-defense if you are so inclined to use it that way. 30 bucks for that. Okay, last is, if you guys are into guns, and I'm not selling guns, obviously that's illegal, but it's a Streamlight TLR6 for the SIG P365. And I'm including a holster. So if you have a SIG P365 and you want to run the TLR6, this is an MIE product, Kydex holster, and it will work with the TLR6. There's not a lot of holsters out there for the TLR6. In fact, this is a really new light that just came out for the SIG 365. So this will only fit the SIG 365, but if you buy it, I'm going to include the holster for free. So everything there is 75 bucks. Just the light alone would be over 100. Then you got to have someone make you a holster. $75 for the holster and the light. So I think that's it, guys. I think that's all the stuff I have for sale. That's a ton of crap. So apologize if you came to talk knives and stuff, but I just, you know, it's sometimes it's just easier to just do it live because I'm already doing a live video instead of doing a whole separate sale video. So I apologize if you guys don't like it. Let me know and I can stop doing it. But let's get these guys back out here now that we've gone through all the product. Again, okay, Damien, go ahead and send me an email. wtylerhansen@gmail.com. And Hansen, I spell it with Hansen. That's my email. Send that to me. I'll send you I'll send you my PayPal address, and you can send me the payment for that. So those are all the stuff. You guys can go back and rewind it if you want to go back and watch it, or you know, once the stream is over, it will go live, and then you can come back and review it as well. The Hinderer is not for sale, my friend. That one is not for sale. I did have these three high-end folders if you came late to the party that are for sale. So let me know if you're interested in the Reate, the ZT, or the Artisian Cutlery. Yeah, I'm still on the fence on that one, so hopefully no one buys it right away so I can keep it. Yeah, these ones are not for sale. These are just, actually, I just finished all the sale items, so sorry if that's confusing if you just joined this stream. You can always just rewind it. So this is actually a Gen 2 3-inch. They don't make, they haven't made a non-flipper 3-inch for a long time. So this is a Gen 2. It's pretty old. But I love it, and it was really hard to get, so that's why I'm not selling it. That would be one that probably sticks around for a long, long time, because until Hinderer starts doing another, it does another batch of these 3-inch non-flippers in, you know, the tri-way pivot, then I might get another one. But yeah, I love Hinderers too. I have 3 actually. Full track, I have actually handled it, and it's too big for me. I don't love knives that big. That's pretty huge. I tend to stick to the smaller, medium to smaller size knives. Damien, I got your email. Yeah, well, I'll email you back. I think you're a little off on the price in there, but 25 and 55, so you're close. The smock does live up to the hype, man, especially when you do aftermarket scales like these. And then I took out the secondary detent, so you can actually open it like a button lock if you want to, or you can. But it's way smoother without that secondary detent. But it still has a good detent. It's not gonna open on you or anything. So, but yeah, smock does live up to the hype. I love it. I think it's a fantastic knife. I think it's one of the best Spydercos in a long time, and it's been great. I EDC it all the time, so it's part of my regular. So what's up, Kark? We were talking about at the beginning of the video about the Marksman SKD blades, Buck Inferno or Marksman Inferno. I was talking about it earlier in the stream with some of the guys that were here. I don't love the Marksman. I really don't. I can't get behind it, and the main reason why is that right there. There's like literally no detail on this knife. You can give it a shake and it'll come wide open. It'll just fly out. Now it's nice when it flips because it's really smooth, and you can use your middle finger and your but yeah, the lock is weird, right, Zach? It's just kind of a different locking mechanism, and it's cool and different and innovative. See, now it's not doing it. See how easy that is? I'm not really shaking it very hard, and it comes right out. So I can't get behind the lock, I think, is what kills me on this knife. Other than that, it's really well made, put together, nice centering, no blade play, anything like that. So, all right, Jerry. Yeah, rewind if it's something you want to get. Let me know. This video will also go live and just be on my channel as a normal video for views later too. So, no rush. Bryce asks, have you handled the new ZT? I have not, because that is a ridiculously small knife, and I like smaller knives, but I ain't going that small. That's just crazy. I can't. Yeah, I can't get behind that little ZT. It's such a weird knife for them to make too. Like, I mean, this 0900 is a great little beefy small knife they made, and it's still like a very, you can get a good grip on the knife and still use it. I can't imagine that new little ZT. That thing's teeny. Peter with the XM18 coming Wednesday. Nice. I love my XM18. Especially now that they've went to the tri-way pivot. I'm telling you, those knives are fantastic now. Like, I've always liked Hinderers, but the tri-way pivot was a game changer for Hinder, and I think they're way better now than they've ever been. So, sorry to hear about Kark on the marksman cutting you. It's a weird lock. I mean, I can easily open it and shut it and stuff. And yeah, I can't. But yeah, it's like a $200 knife. Like you said, it's under 2 inches. It's just. I've actually been not impressed with ZT, and I love ZT. I mean, we did a poll. Like, I did more ZT videos than any video I've ever done on my channel. All the knives have been reviewed have been ZTs, and I literally own this one, and which is a really old model that's discontinued, and a 0095 that I've customized, and that's the only ZTs I own now. And I know that's crazy because I really do like the company and I like a lot of their knives, but the experience I had with the 470 wasn't great, and then yeah, I just haven't been impressed with their new stuff. So hopefully they have something new coming out soon that catches my eye, because lately I haven't been terribly impressed with them. So Stas said, the jimping behind the flipper on the hinders kills my fingers, or the tri-way pivot are the tri-way pivots easier on the finger. I don't know. I'll be right back. Let me grab it. Stay tuned. Alright, I'm back. Didn't have to go far. Went and got my XM18. So you're saying, Steve, I don't know if he's making them for the skinny yet. I know he makes them for the regular XM18. I don't know about the skinny. They're not a whole lot different, so I bet you could make them just easily. Actually, they're exactly the same. They're just not as thick. So I'm sure you could do it. I would just send him a message. The jimping behind the flipper on the hinder. So, are you talking about right here, Stassa? This jimping right there? Yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. In fact, it's really smooth. In fact, maybe it's different. I don't have an older one. Well, I do have an older one. What am I talking about? Let's see here. I mean, this is not a flipper, but the jimping, yeah, I would say it's a little less coarse on this. But yeah, that doesn't bother me. Like, in fact, just flipping that doesn't, I don't even notice the jimping, Stassa. So maybe give a new Gen 6 a try. That doesn't even, I mean, I don't even feel that at all. It's very comfortable, actually. It's really nice jimping. I think it's about, oh, you're right. I forgot about your hands, man. I'm sorry. That was insensitive of me. It could be. I don't know, man. I don't think it's bad at all. Why I can't do a 3-inch flipper, though, because the way the 3-inch flipper tab hits me is this digs into my finger right here. So that's why I can't do the 3-inch flippers. I have to do the 3.5-inch flipper, or I have to do, or that's why I got the non-flipper, because I just can't do the 3-inch flippers. Because that flipper tab, how it curves down like that, just hits me right in the index finger. It's strange. So, no, look. I mean, look the action on this guy. And that's just ridiculous. That's the new tri-way pivot. It's just so good. Like, they're phenomenal. If you don't want to hinder, definitely a good time to buy one at the Gen 6 tri-ways. So, Opinel number 8. That's a good knife. I don't know. I use an Opinel 8 number 8.4. Those are slicey knives, man. Like, they're thinly ground. But I use the back side of it as a fire steel striker. I just will keep the knife shut, and the backside of that knife is a really good fire steel striker. So if you're like, you know, out making a fire or whatever, it works really well to strike a ferro rod. You don't even have to open the knife; you can just leave it shut. I think it's the carbon steel, and it's got a 90 pretty sharp spine on it too. So yeah, I don't know what's up, guys. What else you want to talk about? I don't really have any other topics, honestly. Did a little sale, one of stuff. If you want to go rack and review it, look back some knives and some flashlights and some EDC stuff and holster and reblades. Sorry, I went to dinner. Yeah, those open L's are easy to sharpen. They don't. Mine came really sharp though, like crazy. But I think I've had a few open L's. I still have one. I keep it in my fire kit actually because I was telling you it's really good for fire prep and striking ferro rods and stuff. I'm trying to think if there's any. Oh, so kind of like a channel update. You may see like a decline in content. Reblades. I'm not sure what you mean, bud. Are reblades worth it? I don't know what you mean, Curtis. Reblades. You talking about like regrinds? Maybe that's what you're meaning, regrinds? They can be for sure, especially if it's a Tom Crine regrind. It's freaking, he'll thin out. There's a lot of people that do, what's that other guy on Instagram? He does Sabenzas a lot and does some wicked grinds on those things, man. That's a... but yeah, you may see a decline in having a custom blade with a different steel, like a 3V cold steel Spartan. I don't know how you would do that. Does Cold Steel offer that? Like, how would you have someone make you a 3V blade for a Cold Steel? No, it's not a razor edge knife, actually, Primal Foo. It's different. That's the guy that's done a few of your blades. It's Rotten Blade Works or Rotten Blade Works or something like that that does Sabenzas. He is selling next week, checking out his new stuff. You were talking about wallets, try flip side. I have so many wallets. I've sold a few on here. I'm telling you, I keep going back to the DOS offenmeere. That's my favorite. I carry the gun deck, quick draw. This is the original gun deck that I'm selling. I can't think of anything better than these, but I've tried so many too. Like, companies reach out to me all the time because of my wallet videos, I guess, and I do wallet videos, and yeah, I've tried tons. I think I have a Travex wallet coming soon, actually, as well. So, big brown bear. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about, Zach. I must have lost you on the somewhere along the chat there. That's all good. It happens. The comments start flowing, and then you get going, and yeah. So, let me know if there's anything else you wanted to see. Oh, okay. Big Brown Bear does great guns? Okay. Yeah, there's quite a few people that do them, and those Sabenza ones I've been seeing, he does. He also does a Spidey hole in them. So he takes your Sabenza and puts a Spidey hole in the Sabenza, and it's freaking awesome. If you haven't seen it, I want one so bad. And I love Sabenzas, and with a Spidey hole, though, because the Spidey hole works just so much better than thumb studs, in my opinion. But at least better than the CRK thumb studs, anyway. Which I don't mind. But some people have issues with them, so. What's up? Oh, Peter, what's up, man? You said... I'll look at flip side wallets. What's up, Bryce? Hey, man, looking for a thin, lightweight, skinny flipper to carry in my back pocket. Yeah, right here. Right there. Artesian Cutlery, small Archaeo. It's small, thin, lightweight, really thin blade stock. I don't know if that's thin enough for you. It's pretty thin. That's a good choice. M390 blade steel. It's like under 3 ounces, I believe, or right around 3 ounces. I can tell you here in a second. It's pretty skinny. I mean, let me get out my calipers. I don't know how skinny you want, but this is pretty small. Peter, this is for sale too, bud. You kind of came to the video later, so if you want to buy it, let me know. Hit me up. Oh, I accidentally knocked my battery out somehow on my calipers. Hold on a sec. Sorry. Okay, it's pretty slim. Yeah, it's under 1 inch thick this way, 0.9 inches, so it's really slim in the pocket. And then it's definitely less than a 1/2 inch thick. It's 0.44 inches thick, and it's, yeah, so it's very slim knife. It'd be perfect for you, Peter. So these go for $230 typically. I'm selling this one for $170. Carbon fiber M390. Great little bearing flipper. So if you're in the market, Peter, let me know. And yeah, this one's going for $170, guys. The Archaeo, mini Archaeo by Artisian Cutlery. So cool story on this knife, and some of you guys have heard this. Mallory Designs is who designed this knife. It's manufactured by Artisian Cutlery, and he's actually a longtime viewer of this channel. So pretty cool. So $170 for that. If you want to buy it. We'll just recap a few of these blades. I'm not going to go through everything. I've also got the ZTO 900 for sale, discontinued model. This one has been sharpened by me on my Wicked Edge. It's got a really polished edge on it, and it's definitely has a lot of wear. Also, though, it's definitely like a user knife. It has some scratches up here, and the bevel's a little wider than I would have liked, so I'm selling it pretty cheap, $120. These are discontinued, really hard to get. And then the Baby Machine by Reate, $270 for this. This is like an excellent condition. Saves you about $50 off buying it new. These are $320. It's super smooth. Tashi Barusha design. So, just to recap of some of the folders. I got some other stuff. You want to go back and rewind it. Yeah, let me know, Peter or Bryce, if you're interested in that Artesian Cutlery. Seem like both of you guys were. It's a pretty big discount. It's $60 off what you could buy one for retail. And it's a nice little flipper. I just have to move some knives because, yeah, got so many and need some money for the channel and life in general. So, there you go. Let's see. I'm going to go for like another 10 minutes. So, what do you guys, give me something you want to talk about. Ask me some questions, whatever you want to know. Well, not whatever you want to know. Let's keep it appropriate. But, you know, if it's knife, really anything. Bryce, let's see. Any ideas for something like that? Artesian, but under $100. Ooh, no. Not off the top of my head. Under $100. That's a flipper. Does that have to be a flipper? I don't know. That's a hard one. Stasa says show off the 940, so I'm gonna. It's got the Rock Scale Designs titanium scales with the red thumb studs and red barrel spacers from the Benchmade 940-1701. I'm rocking the bug out clip on there right now. This thing is freaking amazing and lightweight. 3 ounces. 3 ounces on the dot. For titanium scales, that's really good. Like this full titanium, nicely contoured, really nice grippy, like almost like a crosshatch. I can't remember what he calls them. There's a certain name he calls these, but it adds nice traction, so they're not slick. I mean, these scales are fantastic, guys. They have really good ergonomics. They really didn't change much about the 940. You can see like Stasa, they're like 100 and I don't know, 100 and something. They're a little over $100. They're kind of pricey, but they're so nice. And he's done 2 batches of them now. So me and Zach got the first batch. Zach stuff, there you go, 155. Zach got the first batch. I got in on the second one. Stasa, what you want to do though, the key to getting one of his drops is obviously follow Rock Scale Designs on Instagram, but send him a DM and say you want to pre-order some. Yeah, Bryce, you could get a $100 bug out for under $100 if you found a user one. That's a super thin knife. That's a highly recommended knife. So Stasa, send him a message on Instagram telling you want to pre-order a set of these. That's what I did, and I didn't even have to like try to fight, you know, the crowds or everything. He just kind of put a set aside for me, and I prepaid for him. So send him a message, and he'll probably do the same for you, I'm sure, if you want. I highly recommend him. I know Zach loves them too. So that it makes it a fantastic knife, like more than it already is. But I just absolutely fell back and I guess you'd say fell in love again, which sounds so cheesy, but with the 940. I've always liked it, but it's definitely one of my top carried knives now. So yeah, anything else you guys want to chat about for the next 8 minutes? You know, keep them coming in the comments. It's been a good conversation tonight and good amount of viewers, so that's fun. Yeah, anything else you guys want to chat? What kind of new knives are you guys stoked about that are coming out soon, or what's on your want list? No, Zach, I am not partying with those scales. I have plans for those scales. It's going to involve another 940, so we will see, but I'm going to keep them for now. Shazam, the movie. Have you seen it yet, Curtis? I'm going Tuesday. I'm going to see Shazam Tuesday. Saw Captain Marvel again last night with my son. How's Shazam? It looks hilarious, and it's gotten pretty good reviews, so I'm pretty stoked to see it. I'm going Tuesday night. $5 Tuesday, baby. Already got tickets for that, so that's cool. So, yeah, we're going Tuesday. I'm trying to think if there's anything new and exciting. Oh, yeah, the one knife that's really, like, high on my want list right now that's coming out, that's new. Too scary for 6-year-olds. Well, I don't have any 6-year-olds, so we're good. I'm not even taking my kids anyway. But knife-wise, Reate they need another Tashi Barusha design, the T3000. The T2500 is out right now, which is too small for me, but the 3000 is going to be in that 4-inch handle, 3-inch blade, and it should be coming out soon. The other one is the Liang Ma Lanny. No, not the Lanny. Zulu, I think it's called. It's one of the new Liang Ma knives. It has micarta handles or micarta inlays on the titanium. And that one I'm very stoked about. The bailout, yeah, I would like to check that one out, Zach. That's one. Also, have a good night, Stasa. Thanks for stopping by the chat. I know it's you got some bad weather and it's a little later there in the evening for you, so understandable. So yeah, there's that new Liang Ma, and then there's that Reate that I'm really stoked about. Those are really the only two I can think of that really excite me off the top of my head. There'll be other ones that I'll get in for review and stuff like that. Probably part of the pass around group. Oh yeah, there's a couple in the pass around group that I'm gonna be getting in. The Ace Light, the Brian Enos collaboration with, I believe Reate made the knife. Maybe Ooh, I think it's Reate. And UrbanEDCSupply.com is the only place that sells it. So I've got that one coming on a pass around. A couple other ones. Toad sticker, yeah, I have reviewed the Pleroma. I called it the Plemora, like the entire video. So dumb. So I have done that video. But the Pleroma, yes, that was part of the pass around group. I did that video already. Toad sticker, I was actually a little disappointed in that knife. It's a cool design and very innovative and different. It didn't cut well. I don't know what it was. It did not cut well. I don't know if the one I had the pass around was just dull. I didn't sharpen it. They don't want us to sharpen the pass around knives, so I didn't sharpen it. It just didn't cut very well. So yeah, I wasn't terribly in love with the Pleroma, really. It's a cool looking knife and a cool design, and it feels a little weird in the hand too. But it's just, yeah, it just didn't cut very well. Bryce, wasn't there an Artisian cutlery knife with a button lock? I have no idea. They have a ton of models. No idea on that one. Trying to think of the button lock knives. Can't think of you off the top of my head. I mean, there's tons of button lock knives. Hogue has a bunch of them. Spartan Blades has one. That one's pretty pricey. Fremont Blades or Freeman Blades or something. My favorite flashlight toad sticker is the two that I carry the most, and I should have them out here, and I don't. But the Olight, I'll just grab them. I got a few minutes. Hold on. All right, I'm back. You asked about my favorite flashlights. Might as well grab them, right? Show them off. Google, what the heck? This is my most carried EDC light, the Olight M1T Raider. I just like the simplicity of it. Why is it not showing on the... I must not be caught up on my iPad, because I'm not seeing it. You guys there? It's weird. I'm not seeing this on screen right now. The Olight M1T Raider is my favorite EDC light. I like the simplicity of it. It just comes on high on 500 lumens. If you double tap, you can get low at 5 lumens. There's just 2 modes. The pocket clip's great. It's small. Takes one CR123 battery. You can do a deep carry pocket clip, or you can also clip this on your hat if you wanted to. Just a fantastic little EDC light. Very basic Olight. It's like 40 bucks. You're not seeing the flashlight. What is happening? Is my phone going like... Oh, maybe that's why. How about now? Oh, that was so weird. How it just showed up. My phone should be charging, but it's saying it's in low battery mode. But it's like plugged in. The what? What's happening right now? Oh well, we're gonna be done here soon. So the Olight M1T Raider, fantastic light, 2 modes. High at 500, low of 5. You just double click to get to low. Has monetary on. You can see it fits completely in my hand. Love it. 40 bucks or something like that, pretty cheap. The other one I carry a ton is the Streamlight MicroStream USB. This is the Coyote Brown one. They have it in blue and in black. It's rechargeable. It's man, I can't remember the lumens. Comes on the Coyote Brown one comes in on high, and then if you double tap, it's got low as well. So it comes in on high though. The black one comes on low, and then you double tap to high. Later, Zach. So these are my 2 most carried EDC lights. These 2 right here, I carry one of these guys every day without fail. It's usually the Olight, but a lot of times it's this guy too. So it depends on what I'm doing. If I feel like I need more light, I'll go with the Olight. If I feel like it's, you know, I can get away with the less lumens. I think it's like 200 lumens on the Streamlight. And I just had to recharge it for the first time in like months. So, and it's pretty slick how it recharges. And it's a proprietary battery though. It doesn't take like rechargeable batteries. It's kind of a different looking battery. Let me pull it open real quick. Oh, that's not the one I wanted to pull open. That's the wrong cap. Why would that even unscrew? That's weird. So it's a Streamlight battery, 3.7, 3500 milliamp. It's not the same size as a AAA, and I don't know if it's the same size as a 10440. I don't think it is. I think it's different, but I haven't tried a 10440 and it might work. But it comes with the battery and it's rechargeable, and yeah, so you don't really need to buy another battery. But the Olight just takes the standard CR123. I've just got the one that it came with in there. It's not even rechargeable, but you can obviously use a rechargeable battery, no big deal. So those are my 2 most commonly used flashlights. I like their simplicity. I like they only have a couple modes, and they have deep carry clips, and they're not very big. You can see the Streamlight's actually a little taller, but obviously a lot thinner. So that's what I carry the most. So definitely highly recommend both of them. In fact, I did a review on this one for sure. I've actually never reviewed this one, and I need to because it's like my most used light. Kind of funny how that works, but all right, guys. I think I'm going to, yeah, 190. You're right. I think it was around 200. Oh yeah, the Tangram Vector is a good little button lock too. Yeah, Toad Sticker Claris. I've used lots of Claris. I actually have one on the way from... I've searched my channel. I've done quite a few flashlight videos, and I've done quite a few Claris videos. So check it out. There's videos on the channel about them. That's going to wrap up the stream tonight, guys. If you want to go back, there is a bunch of stuff for sale that I did kind of halfway through the video. So if you're interested in some of the stuff, there's some knives, there's some flashlights, there's some wallets, there's fixed blade, all kinds of stuff. So go back and watch it once it goes live. So have a good night. See you guys later.